What's up guys, Coach George with another video. Today's lesson we're going over a little bit of offense. We're going over everyone's favorite punch, the cross or the straight right. Alright, so the way you do this one is, well, first we get in your proper fight stance, right? If you're orthodox, right foot in the back, left foot in the front. If you're southpaw, or if you're going the straight left, you have the right foot in the back, left foot in the front. So I'm ortho, so we're going to stick with the orthodox stance today. So from your fight stance, from your guard, the mixed guard, right hand is going to be glued to your jaw. Left hand parallel, same height as a rear hand, but further in front of you right here. Elbows are down, elbows by the rib cage. Now when you throw the straight right, which is a power punch, you initiate the movement with the feet, and then the hips and the shoulders, and at the last second you let the hand go. So when you do this, you're going to pivot your back heel, you're going to rotate your hips and shoulders. Right there, elbow's going to stay glued to the ribcage, and at the last second, you push your arm out, keeping that elbow down, and then boom. You rotate that thumb over, and then clench your fist at the very last second. Another thing I like to do when I throw the cross is I like to bend the front knee just a little bit to prevent this from happening. See how my leg straightens out? When I do this, I'm going to lose a lot of power. All the power I generate from the legs, I'm going to lose it, get a lot of energy leaks through here. When I bend the knee, I'm able to sit down on the punch and transfer all that energy from my legs, boom, into my opponents from my fist right here. So let's recap real quick. So when you throw it, rotate your heel, rotate the hips and shoulders, elbow down, and boom. Push the arm out, and then turn the thumb over and clench at the last second. So over here, boom, and back, boom, and back. All right, now when I'm doing this one, or when you're practicing in front of a mirror and you throw your cross, you want to make sure that your head doesn't go past your knee right there. You want to make sure it stays either on top of the knee, on top of the foot or knee, or right in the center, right in the midline right there. So that way you stay nice and balanced, and you come back with your next punch right there, or be able to evade after that cross. Now there are some slight variations with the cross. Sometimes you may want to step to the side before you throw it in case you're trying to counter your opponent's cross with a simultaneous counter. Then yeah, maybe you don't want to step out to the side and get your head off the midline. But typically, if you're just throwing just a basic cross, head stays in the midline, rotate the heel, hips and shoulders, boom, and then bring it back. All right, so imagine like there's a pole down your head, down your spine, and you're like on a carousel, and you're just rotating off that pole right there, boom. Hips and shoulders, everything kind of rolls over, turns over. Very important to get that hip to turn over to get maximum power on your shot, and you also get a little more reach too, because if I don't turn the hip over, I lose power. It's all arms right here, and I don't get much of a reach. But if I turn the hips, boom, I'm able to reach out a little more, and I get much more power from the hips. So that's the straight right there. Woo! So a couple things that I want to add, forgot to mention earlier, is just some common mistakes people do when they throw the right hand. So earlier I kind of talked about straightening the leg. Other mistakes people do when they throw the straight right is flaring the elbow out. That's a big no-no. And the reason why is you're pretty much telegraphing. You're letting your opponent know, hey, I'm about to throw the straight right, here it comes, and it gives your opponent an opportunity to evade and counter, and then you're knocked out, which isn't good. So make sure that elbow stays glued to the ribs right before it's time to release. Because then, yeah, you're going to telegraph, and one, you're going to be exposed to some body hooks, and you don't want to get hit with a body hook. That stuff's nasty, it hurts, it lingers, and it's very painful. You don't want to do that. So make sure the elbow stays down, forearm is parallel. Elbow, just make sure the elbow points out the floor the whole time, and then turn the thumb over at the last second, and you'll be fine. Another mistake people do when they throw the right hand is they throw it, it comes out perfect, boom, perfect form, and then they do this to bring it back. They kind of drop the hand, which is another big mistake, because you're pretty much letting your opponent know, hey, counter my right hand. Come back with your counter after that. You want to bring it straight out and then bring it straight back in. So when it comes out fast, you almost want to pull it back even faster than it came out, so you're ready to catch, block, or slip, or whatever it is you're trying to do. So make sure, go straight out, straight back in, nice and quick. Another mistake people do is they drop their lead hand. They do this right here. Boom, right there. You don't want to do that because you're going to eat a counter left hook or right hook, whatever it is. So make sure this hand stays near your eye socket or cheekbone, anywhere here. Just keep it up the whole time like you're on the telephone, right there. So in case your opponent evades and tries to counter with the hook, you have your hand protecting you that whole time right there, and then you can come back with your own counter after that. But that's another drill we'll work on. It's called the reaction block, and we'll do that later on. But right now, the mistakes people do again was straighten out the legs. So make sure you sit down the punch, flaring the elbow out, so make sure the elbow stays down, and then dropping the hand. So make sure this hand stays up when you throw your cross. Anything else you want to add, Sean? Any other? No? Cool. And that's the straight right.